like I'm feline fine.
You're making my job harder.
Ooh, people just have to watch the show to find out what I was talking about.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to From the Outside Indie. And today we have a very special guest who is a lovely friend of mine, Meg Boudreau, creator of
Hi.
Midmortis. Say hi.
Hello.
How you
Hi.
doing?
Good. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you guys so much.
That's awesome.
Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here.
Uh-huh.
Lovely. Thanks for joining us. Firstly, to tell the people who you are, in your own words, who are you and what do you do?
Well, I am Meng or Meg Boudreau, but I also call myself Miss Mortis because I am the creator of Midmortis,
It's good.
which
Hell
is my
yeah.
indie animated cartoon series. It is about three ghost hunters who aren't particularly good at their jobs. One of them is a ghost himself, and they
Mhm.
drive around in northern Canada, running into all sorts of hijinks and misadventures because of their inability to be good at what they do. They're idiots. It's funny.
Because they're Canadian.
Uh-huh.
Well, yes, I'm Canadian. There's a reason for that.
There's so many Canadians. I'm pretty sure the person we have scheduled for next week is, well, not next week, next recording is also Canadian.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
have so
Lovely.
many Canadians.
This is the Canadian season of Fatoy.
True.
A toy. I like that.
Yeah.
I like saying it that way. It's really funny.
Toy.
For toy, yeah. It's
That's
like
good. That's good.
we didn't like. That's just kind of how it happened. We didn't like because it's a fun acronym, you know. It's just
It is.
comes from just from the outside indie. I'm still proud of that name. I very much am.
It's cute. I love the gimmick, the jokes,
Thank you.
the puns.
I love a good pun. Do you have a favorite pun?
Oh God, you put me on the spot.
Yes, I'm putting you on the spot.
I love puns.
Oh, well, I meow a lot at my work because it's one of my favorite vocal stems. And one time, my boss was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm feline fine." And I was really proud that I came up with that on the spot.
That's excellent. That's one of the best
That's
I've heard.
amazing.
That's brilliant. So tell us more about Midmortis then.
God, I could go on forever.
Right,
Midmortis.
let's zoom in.
Yeah, aim me.
Okay,
Aim me at
so
something.
you did a podcast a couple of months ago with Postmodern Art.
I sure did. Nathan is a darling.
Yeah, I want to watch more of his stuff. It was very cool and get some cool ideas. So in the time between that last podcast and this podcast, how have things been going?
Oh, progress sort of it's really kicked off, honestly. We started using some vague suggestive due dates just because some people work better with a goal, even if it's not being like very strictly enforced. And that's really, really helped progress sort of take off.
They're more like
It's definitely, I will say, it's definitely helped me like schedule stuff. So like,
I think
as
it's
someone who
one of
works
the
on
best decisions
Midmortis,
I ever made.
yay! Like things are moving along really well, I feel.
And it seems so obvious, like, yeah, deadlines, but because it was a volunteer project, I originally didn't want to have those because I wanted to be considerate of the fact that people are doing this pro bono.
Of course.
But the suggestion of a loose deadline really helps some people, more so than not having one at all, honestly.
Yeah.
So we're really chipping away at rough animation and cleaning up some scenes. I think it was actually just yesterday we finally figured out how we want the final look of like the ghosts and the shading and all the lighting and compositing to be. So that was really fun.
Yeah, I remember
really
seeing
like how it
something
looks.
about whether you were going to include transparency or not. That seems
Yes.
like a very interesting, like,
It's difficult because,
yeah.
we don't want the ghosts to be so transparent that you can't read their expressions or anything important, but it also looks a little odd if they're just totally visible. It's like, well, are you a ghost or just a glowing blue guy?
I'm
Yeah.
just a glowing blue guy personally.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
glowing blue guy.
I'm sorry, you're not gonna be represented in Midmortis.
Oh
But
god.
that's Hugo, right?
Hugo, yes. He
Mhm.
is he's basically your fun dead uncle. He is
Yay.
the comedy relief of the trio. He's this big friendly dude, but he's also really good at throwing a punch and giving hugs, equal
Oh.
amounts of both. He's a fighter, he's got a lot of gusto, he's full of jokes. It's like if the genie and Sans were sort of the same guy.
Oh god, that's an
Hell
incredible
yeah.
combination.
I love that combo. I really do. Uh,
Yeah.
That's
I,
amazing.
re- I I remember when you said he likes having hugs and stuff. I remember saying on the team, I want to give him a hug, and then you went, he's cold and slimy, and I was like,
He
I
is.
don't care.
He is. All
Hmm.
ghosts are cold and slimy. But to be fair, when I was originally making the cartoon, I had to decide if ghosts were even going to be able to be touched.
Mm.
And then I thought about how sad it would be if Salem couldn't hug his uncle figure, and I was like, oh, he has to be able to. That would
That
be
would have
so
broke my
miserable.
heart.
That's
Seriously, so I
so
made
sad.
ghosts touchable. There's
Yay.
a complex little set of rules there.
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of Hugo still, I remember you saying he was Irish, like part Irish?
He is. He is an his parents were Irish immigrants to America, and then near the end of his life, he moved up to Canada. So he's
Awesome.
got a little bit of the whole world under his belt.
Nice.
Mr. Worldwide over
Mr.
here.
Worldwide.
Seriously.
I'm gonna draw that. It's Hugo's pibble with the world.
Incredible. So that's Hugo. Who else is there? You've got Phoebus
Yes,
and
Phoebus.
Salem.
Phoebus. Phoebus is my little pookie, but in like the fucked up way.
Is he
So
your
Phoebus
blowbo?
is, yes, he's my personal favorite of the trio, though I try not to let that bias show too much because I know that
Mm.
everybody else would like other characters. So,
Mm.
Phoebus is the unofficial leader of the group, and that is only because he owns the van that they all drive around in. So,
Yeah.
he's sort of command com
He gets
being the
driver's
boss is
rights.
the least
Yeah.
he's owed for putting up with all that
Mhm.
Mm.
he does.
Yeah.
He makes the decisions, but he's also sort of being tugged around by Salem and Hugo
Mm.
against his will.
The passenger
If he had it,
princesses.
yeah, if he had it his way, he wouldn't do anything. He was perfectly content. Well, that's a lie. He
Yeah.
thought he was perfectly content just being a mechanic, but then, those two aren't just gonna want to stay inside all day. So they're like, "Oh, let's go do this. Let's go do this." And once he
Mm.
finds
Adventurers
out
out
ghost
there.
hunting, yeah, once he finds out ghost hunting actually pays pretty well, he's like, "Okay, fine."
Gotta get that bag.
But that's not
Gotta
gonna
get
stop
that.
him from complaining the whole time.
Of course.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mama didn't
That's
raise
our
a quitter,
Phoebus.
but she raised a complainer. And so he lets his annoyance be known, and boy, does he have a lot of it. He's pretty much annoyed at everything, everywhere, all the time. He's dark and
Mm.
brooding and edgy and no fun and a total buzzkill. And that makes it funny because, like, haha, you're going to get put in the situations whether you like it or not.
You put the guy in the situation.
It's like
I love
Zoogle.
it. Yeah. Oh, I love the dynamic. It's like Patrick Squidward and then Salem is SpongeBob.
Perfect. Yes, that is the perfect way to describe their dynamic. And Salem, of course, Salem is the youngest in the trio and the one who's most enthusiastic about starting a ghost hunting business. He is in high school and utterly obsessed with everything paranormal. He loves ghosts, he loves cryptids. His dream is to start his own, like, ghost hunting show, Chris Angel style. and he makes people are well aware that he likes ghosts. It's basically all he ever talks about in every situation because it's his special interest. And because of that, he has sort of a hard time making friends, but once he finds a real life ghost, being Hugo,
Mm,
of course he's never going to leave that guy alone. So
of course.
Hooray!
he basically glues himself to their sides and tags along with them because he wants to know everything about the ghost and the guy who can see the ghost.
His dream came true.
Yeah, seriously.
The
He's
dream is alive.
he is absolutely cheesing about it the entire show.
Excellent, excellent. There's a good troupe there. That's an incredible trio of they sounds like an incredible trio for like bouncing off each other for fun
Oh
moments.
yeah.
Yeah.
It comes so naturally.
I
Yeah.
love it.
And I'm
It's
not ready to
great.
like talk too much about my own story yet, but I've been working on little things. I've got like an ensemble cast kind of thing, and like the character
Mhm.
moments are my favorite bit of like having fun interactions and moments between them,
Oh yeah.
whether it's
Midmortis is
funny
Yeah.
or
definitely a
yeah.
show built by the characters. Everything else sort of
Hooray.
comes second.
Mm.
I love that. Honestly, as someone who's seen both of your works, I love what I'm seeing so far. It's
Thank
wonderful.
you.
You got me blushing. How dare you? You
Yay!
weren't
I love
supposed to embarrass
embarrassing
me on the
Will.
podcast. We had a rule against this.
My little brother.
We're supposed to be embarrassing Meg here.
No,
I know.
hey, hey,
I love my friend Meg. She's so cool.
hey.
Oh god. I'm
Amazing.
having a great time working on Midmortis. It's a
Uh,
blast.
Mm.
and that's alone is blessed to me. I think it's so cool that people actually like my OCs so bad that they want to help them come to life. Like, dude.
Like this, I look at Midmortis and I'm like, I want people to watch this show. I want to watch this show. This is the kind of show my nana would have liked because she loves ghost stuff.
And
So
that's
that
beyond cool to me. Like, seriously.
yeah, that's
That's
another
freaking awesome.
motivation for that.
So, past few weeks you've been getting into production. What kind of what parts are there to the production?
Oh gosh. So many more than I originally thought, and way more than people who aren't in animation would ever guess. Because every time I explain the process to them, they're like, and you do this for fun? So we obviously had to start with the script, outline first, just the sort of like, so what's going to happen in this episode? And then we got to expand on it. Then the script gets many rewrites and many reviews to make sure that it flows well, it sounds natural, it's a good plot structure, and it's funny to watch.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
and then we can start breaking up the script into parts, and people start storyboarding those parts. So they start deciding how the scenes are going to be composed with like, oh, what's the angle? Who do we see in this shot? What do the characters do with their body language, etc., etc. Like, how does a fight scene go down? What
Oh.
does the world they live in look like vaguely? And then after all that's done, we have to do the voice acting. Now, I've been learning a thing or two, and originally we had the scratch audio, which is like the work in progress audio just for the animatics, which
Mm.
is normally just
Mhm.
done by the animators, and they just do like cruddy impressions of the characters.
Yeah.
We had the original voice actors do the scratch audio, which was definitely a mistake because it just ended up taking a long time, and some of us had to redo it ourselves anyways, just for like inflection and tone and timing.
Right, right.
But
Mhm.
after the animatic's done, we got to get the official voice actors to do all the lines anyways. So we got to record all that, and then the audio editing took quite a while. You got to, make sure everybody's audio quality sounds relatively the same, even
Mm.
though most people are using different microphones. Some don't have professional microphones, some
Yeah.
had background noise, etc. So you got to balance all that out. You got to clip it together so that there's not a lot of dead space, but you also don't have any picked up background noise. Uh,
Mhm, yeah.
from like other people's audio interfering with certain lines. So we trim all that together, make sure that it's also paced out in a way that's natural and feels nice so that like, the pauses are where the pauses should be, but there's also not a lot of dead air.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah.
And then the stage that we're at right now is we take all of that final audio and then we go over the storyboards and we start adding the actual animation. So instead of being sort of blocked out, spaced pictures all put together,
Hmm.
it's actual frames of an animation. So it moves way more smoothly like a real cartoon.
The
And that's
show is
just,
alive.
yeah, that's just done with like sketchy, not colored lines, and then it's passed to somebody else who fixes those sketches, does line art, fills it in with color, and then that's passed to a third person who adds all the lighting, the shadow, and the things like Hugo's glow and his transparency, and like any lightning or fire or whatever effects that happen. Final color grading if like the scene's got funky colors going on.
And it's looking beautiful so far.
But there's much more to come after that. We still have to do all of the sound effects, all of the
Mhm.
music, uh making sure that like all of the audio is balanced, that the music isn't like overpowering the
Hmm.
characters and you can't hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
like it's
yeah.
like, "What? I can't hear you over this epic track."
And then I've got to add subtitles because
Mhm.
it's very important to me that Midmortis is accessible for people who are hard of hearing,
Of course, yeah.
especially since one of our main characters is hard of hearing himself. It would be kind of fucked
Yeah.
up if it wasn't.
Mhm.
So I'm going to make sure that upon release, it has all of the subtitles it needs to be legible.
Hmm.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that's very
Also, I
good.
personally like subtitles too.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
it's
I
just helpful
can't
all
hear
around.
very
Yeah.
well. Yeah. But yeah, that's a very long pipeline of work, but, like, it's worth it at the end for a good show.
Hmm.
And it's important that it's for that reason that it's important that you enjoy what you're doing, or oh my goodness.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
finding
yeah.
the joy in creating is it helps you take an idea and take it to completion. Because if you don't have
Mhm.
that joy, there's no drive. You can't push through the difficult times. But also, like those difficult times, like it could be difficult in the moment, but you look back on them with like that was a good challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mhm. Oh god.
You were mentioning like audio and stuff, and I remember back when I was doing like media and stuff, doing like audio stuff was one of my favorite bits because you did all the foley and things like that, and like messing out with the like celery sticks and things like that just to make random noises. Always a
Yeah,
good
Oh,
that's
time.
gonna be pretty fun.
there's
Yeah.
you right, you said celery sticks then. I just remembered back at university when, they wanted me to make a guy break his leg sound effect,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
apparently I did the biggest crunch.
Big
But
crunch.
yeah, um, that also reminds me of, Sean does a lot of the audio stuff.
He
He
does.
he
He does
did
pretty much all of it.
Yeah, yeah, he does a good job. I like that meeting we had where we were fixing all the audio and stuff. I found that very interesting.
Oh man, I'm so glad. And it was
Mhm.
very interesting. I also learned a lot myself.
Yeah.
I did not
Like
realize how much work it was.
Yeah,
but,
learning
like,
all
it's
of that, like
still
how much goes
really
into it
cool.
is crazy. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're hoping
Like,
to get
we
Sean
got
on at some point.
Yeah, yeah. We have him lined up some point, yeah. Oh god. But yeah, like, being on the Midmortis team is great because there's pros in all different sections, and, like, it's nice learning from each other. I think it's really fun seeing what everyone does.
And it's nice seeing people like it's so cool to think that somebody is excited about every single different part of a process.
Yeah, I know I am.
Absolutely, like every single stage has so much detail and stuff that goes into it that from like an outsider's perspective you just have like no idea, like because you see a finished project you feel like, oh, this is nice, but going into like all of the little details of like all of the minutia and like all of the different decisions that had to be made. That's really cool to me,
Mhm.
and like it really like gives you a sense of appreciation for projects like these. Yeah.
Definitely.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh god.
Have you worked on anything else apart from Midmortis, or is this like your
Yes.
first? Mm,
No,
Mhm.
I've worked on a project called Dungeon Flippers. I'm sure you've heard of
Oh,
it. Yep.
dungeon flippers!
I did a few of the backgrounds for the first episode, and I believe I might do a few for the second episode, which is really cool.
nice.
That's
Um,
awesome.
but most of the projects I work on aren't really they haven't taken off yet. They're still in
That's fine.
development. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's a
A
waiting
lot of
game.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
don't.
stuff I'm
There's
still
so many of
developing
those
as
like
well.
indie projects which are like being worked on like behind the scenes, but no public face yet. Because
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
what is it like
Yeah.
minimal viable product you want before making something shown off? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh god. Yeah, when you said dungeon flippers, I remember seeing the backgrounds and I'm like, oh my god, Meg made those. That's so cool. Ah, that's
Pointing
my
at the
friend.
screen like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, yeah, that one gif, yeah. Oh god. Oh.
Do you have like like any sort of structure or like thought process when you're working on these projects, or just freeball it?
Free ball it, have
Nice.
fun.
Woo! Oh my god. Uh,
Is it like you write? Do
um,
you like write notes? Do you just sketch things like that when they come to
Oh, I
mind?
just it all depends.
Mm.
Most of the time, for other people's projects, I am given a very clear you need to do this. And
Mm.
like,
mhm,
okay, I'll do that. And honestly, I feel like I work better under that. But for my own, I guess it's because I have so much time that and I'm always thinking about Midmortis that the ideas come more often. So like a lot of the ideas are sketches at work that I do on like
mhm,
receipt paper or in like calls with my friends late at night. We'll decide to do something.
mhm. I really like seeing the sketches you do and when you post them in the work server and like the hypothetical scenes and things that might happen and I like those. I like seeing the characters interacting.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds like a good time. Just like random chaos turned into like distilled into a finished piece.
Honestly, yeah, that's the
Mhm,
best way to put it.
Mm.
mhm, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's been some little things we've seen recently, and I like those, and I can't wait to help make some of those real.
Excellent, excellent. Did have you had any like hurdles or like issues that you've like had to like overcome like
Well,
when
there's
doing
definitely the hurdle of like figuring out how to do all of this stuff for the very first time is
mm,
definitely like
Yeah.
there are going to be difficulties present, but
Mhm.
I definitely also have to be grateful that it has been relatively smooth sailing.
mm. Yes, it's nice that it's relatively smooth.
Yeah, I mean, I like what I do so much that it's like it's sort of just it's impossible to say this without sounding like Hannah, but like it comes easily.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna ask, are there any, like, games, art, or music that's heavily inspired, like,
Oh,
Mid-Mortis or
freaking lutely.
Mhm.
One of the biggest inspirations is Luigi's Mansion, which was a huge part of my childhood.
I
Um,
love
Nice,
Luigi's
nice.
Mansion.
it's peak, man. It's peak.
It is so good. I love that game.
And another big inspiration is a lot of the indie, or no, sorry, not indie. A lot of the cartoons I grew up with, like Invader Zim, Jimmy Two Shoes, just
Mhm.
especially Invader Zim, because
Mm,
like it's heavily it had a huge part on the scene kid like aesthetic era.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I was
I do
obsessed
love
with it,
Enigmatism.
and it just is the pinnacle, I think, of early 2000s cartoons. I really want to invoke that sort of nostalgia, um,
Mhm.
where it was a
It's
little more fun.
yeah, it's definitely a good time to pick from, absolutely. That's yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, lots of
I
good
am
stuff
getting
around
that
that time. Yeah.
mhm. I am getting that vibe when animating the scenes, so
Oh, good.
and
That's a
yay.
good sign.
Uh-huh. Uh,
If you had to like give any like wisdom or advice to someone trying to do something like this for themselves, what do you think you would tell them?
I think I would tell them, don't put the pressure on yourself to be like, it's an indie cartoon. So like it's okay if it looks indie. You
mhm.
know, it's okay if it's sort of endearingly handmade looking. It doesn't
Yeah.
need to compete with the big studios like Glitch or like, sometimes it's not big studios like Atlas of the Stars looks crazy good,
Mm,
and that's mostly
Oh,
one
yeah.
person. But that's an exception, and I don't think people realize that. They just see, "Oh my god, that person's cartoon looks better than mine, so everybody's gonna hate mine." When in fact, what you should be focusing on is the fact that, like, no matter how something looks, if it's entertaining or it has a good story or it's all around just a good, enjoyable time plot-wise, then people won't give a shit how it looks. Sorry if I'm not allowed to swear.
No, you
Uh
can swear.
Like
which one?
South Park,
Mm,
Dick Figures, all of those shows aren't revolutionary beauties to the eyes. They're like sort of amateur looking, but people love those shows because they're funny. Or one of our writers says you could have a show about two lines, and if it's well written, people will want four seasons of it. So focus less on how it looks and making sure it looks like it was made by a studio, and like it's okay if it looks like it was made by a bunch of randos having fun, because for the most part, it is.
mm,
We are a
You don't
bunch of
need
randos.
you don't need like, oh, we have plushies. Oh, we have games. We have like spin-off series. We have like 40 episodes in our first season and we've got A-list voice actors. None of that stuff really matters. It's fun, but doesn't really matter, and it's not going to be what brings your show success.
mm.
What brings your show success is if it's fun to watch, sometimes if it's fun to look at, and if people just connect to your characters and they're like, "Oh man, that was fun. I want another episode." Something you could like regular show.
Yes.
It doesn't have a
Yeah.
necessarily deep plot, but it's sort of good time or Adventure Time. It does have a deep plot and it's a good time.
Mm,
It's
I
an
absolutely,
think
yeah.
that
adventure
matters
time.
above all. It doesn't matter if it looks up to the standards of Glitch, this giant, at this point, almost corporation. It doesn't matter if it breaks any barriers art wise. It can just be okay.
Mm.
You gotta be okay with being okay.
It's like it's the medium is the vehicle in which you share this uh
Absolutely. One of my biggest inspirations, not just for Midmortis, but what kickstarted my art career was Ed's World. Because I watched
yeah.
it back when it was still being like illustrated by Ed Gould himself. And he was clearly like learning how to draw as the show went on. He started as a kid who didn't really know what he was doing, and it improved over the ages, but it wasn't ever knock your socks off, and people still loved it. It still accumulated a fandom. It still had a legacy, and it was just some guy dicking around when making cartoons about his friends. That was the most inspiring thing ever for me as a kid, knowing that I didn't need to be a professional or have all of these resources behind me already. I could just be a sort of good artist making a funny show for fun, And some people would like that. There would be an audience for it. They just had to find it. But above all, you
Absolutely, yeah.
should be making your show for yourself. Your goal should not be to get famous. Otherwise, if it fails, you're going to be miserable. And that's not a really good gamble to make.
Hmm.
You should be making it for yourself to get this out and to tell this story, even if at the end of the day, the only people that care are you and your friends. It's still a really cool thing to do. And if you enjoy the process, that gets way easier. And if you don't enjoy the process, then I fear you're not in the right industry.
Mhm. And that's honestly really beautiful, that mindset.
It's a
Uh,
mindset I had to accumulate over a long period of time because I've been doing this for a very long time. I started my first sort of like professional project in high school because my dad saw me making comics and he's like, let's get these printed and published. And all of a sudden, I had a registered business with the government and I was buying insurance and I was like
in high
logging my
school?
hours.
In
Yeah.
high school.
Christ.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Um,
How did you do that
Uh-huh.
while in school?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't know.
That's
My
crazy.
dad helped,
Hmm.
and I mean, I got money from the government because it was like a co-op thing,
Sick.
but it definitely sort of thrust me into the professional space a little earlier than most, and for that reason, I think I've sped ran the whole ego death of like that most artists have,
Mm.
where they finally are just okay with being okay and they don't really battle imposter syndrome as much, which I'm very grateful for. But,
Hooray.
you know, that's just
Mhm.
to show that you can get over it. And people, I feel, concern themselves far too much with those kinds of things. Like, oh, what if it's not good enough? What if it doesn't
Mhm.
get famous? Or they'll start going on the what I call side quests where they're like, they don't have a pilot out yet, but they're making
Mhm.
merchandise and plushies and
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
market and establish a thing that doesn't exist yet. Like, why should I buy your plushie if I don't know who that is?
Mhm. Yeah,
And
exactly, exactly.
I get it. It's very exciting. It's so cool that we can do this so easily in this day and age. You can just go get a plushie made. You can sort of do whatever you want. But you have to remember that you need a show to do all of this off of first. So you got to sort of lock in and stay focused, and that gets
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
And you're allowed to do whatever you want, obviously. I'm not like you're not allowed to make a plushie. It's just then they get surprised why the plushie doesn't sell.
Mm.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
have a
it goes
starting
back.
point. You gotta have an
And it's
audience, kind of
like,
thing.
I feel bad because,
Mhm.
like, oh man, but like,
Yeah,
nobody knows who this guy is.
Yeah, yeah. It
yeah,
it goes back to the whole making it for yourself thing
yeah.
again. Like, if it
Absolutely. I
'cause,
would
like, if
make a
you're not
Midmortis
in.
plushie for myself. I've
Mm.
made
Mhm.
Midmortis things for myself. I've got keychains and pins and buttons, none
Hell
Sick.
of which I
yeah.
plan on selling. But you gotta be your own biggest fan.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely,
Cause
yeah.
like, you gotta be the fan first before any fans show up, when it's fully made, of course.
Because if
Yeah.
you're not even your own biggest fan, why the hell should I be?
Exactly.
And that's why, like that's how I feel about like doing my own thing as well.
Mhm.
That's like how I keep working on things, keep moving forward. That's how I'm doing this podcast and things like that.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
cause
yeah.
like it's definitely not for the views, cause they're not coming.
And it's like your
the,
slogan now on your streams, "The algorithm hates
it
me." I'm
really
like, "Ah."
does. It really, really does.
Yeah,
But
but,
yeah,
like,
I do it in spite of that. I do it for
yeah,
the
Hell
fun
yeah.
of
You
doing
gotta
it.
do it
Yeah,
for you,
yeah,
above
we
and
have
beyond.
so much fun on stream.
yeah.
Mm, like, kicking your ass in Sonic Cross worlds.
Oi, I won some of those races.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Um Oh god, we have fun here on Fatoy.
We do, we
But
do.
toy.
Yeah, I love saying it that way. It's so much fun. Um, but yeah, I wanted to like go back to the thing you said about like the ego death. I wanted to let you know that you kind of helped me with that, with my own journey, and I want to thank you for that, Meg. I think you know, like, I feel like you've helped me grow a lot as, like, an artist in my career.
I'm so happy that, like I'm so happy I can do that for people. Because 'cause you're not the first to
Yeah.
say that, though it means
Aw,
the world every time someone does. I'm glad
aw.
that, like, cause I coulda used that, way back when, but I was sort of the
Mhm.
only artist I really knew growing up,
Mm.
so I didn't have that, so if I can be
Oh,
that for somebody
bless.
else, then hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a good artistic, creative community that like helps each other out is absolutely like
Yeah.
that's so valuable, so
Hell
Got
valuable.
yeah.
each other's backs. It's
Yeah,
really nice.
like sharing with peers and like helping each
Mhm.
other out. Like it's got to
I
be one
love
of the
the
most
mid.
fulfilling things.
For
I
real.
love the Midmortis family. It's a good team.
All right, I'm gonna jump into one of these questions here. Here we go. What is one thing you wish you knew when you were starting out?
Mm. How long it was gonna take.
How long it was gonna take? Yeah.
I am not a very patient person, and sometimes I feel like I'm, like, foaming at the mouth, but I need to have patience, and, I mean, patience is a virtue, and I
Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel
you
that.
feel feral.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel feral about it.
Sometimes, man, sometimes.
Uh-huh.
She's referencing how I feel about the Steam frame.
I
I can
actually
hear your cogs going there.
I
So
actually
uh,
forgot about the
so
Steam frame, I'm not gonna lie.
so generally, I'm a pretty patient person. I don't really have much of a much need to get things done super quick or whatnot. But I'm so hyped for the Steam frame. It is one
Uh-huh.
of the
Yeah.
things I'm so excited for.
I
'Cause-
drew you on all fours with it in your
yeah,
mouth, and you'd be like, "Arr." I did. It's so funny. I'll send it you later. But like, I wasn't even thinking of the Steam frame. I was thinking about my own comic,
am
and
I?
I'm like, I want people to see Pio and Abigail making out. Oh, you know.
Love that
Seriously,
that's what
but
you
you
go
gotta get
for.
through all the boring exposure first.
You
Yeah. I
gotta
mean,
give them
thankfully.
trauma.
It's necessary so that they care about your characters making
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
haven't,
Exactly.
for a few of my characters, I haven't got around to giving them trauma yet. I was like, well, I'm sorry, it's gotta happen. I'm gonna have
Uh-huh.
to
Uh-huh.
shoot someone in the face or something.
I was gonna say that kind of like feralness that I've felt about my own story has taught me maybe I shouldn't do this entirely on my own. Maybe I should also get a team for this.
Mm, mm,
Highly recommend it. Teamwork makes the dream work.
mm.
I'm like building a little server and I'm gonna invite all my cool artist friends and be like,
Nice.
hey, yeah.
Gonna get the community involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a lot
Oh
of fun.
gee.
That mine is like I've had like I just have a bunch of disparate ideas. So like excerpts and character moments and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So it's not like at any point where it's ready for that yet. But like
Yeah.
it's been what
Like
I've been working on most recently because I
mm-hmm.
was doing like game dev and stuff like that, and I've got a guitar and all that jazz. But the writing is
Yeah.
what I've been focusing on because I've been reading again. I've been starting to read again. It's like it's given me a lot of
Yay.
ideas of how to write well and to give like real. I like giving really good descriptions of like character moments and settings and things like that, like
Mhm.
those like detailed like moments like
Yeah.
get across the emotions and things like that. Like
Mhm.
it's
I,
very yeah, that's
I
kind of
remember
my
you
focus.
sharing some with me, and, I started doodling some of the scenes because I liked them. Yeah,
I,
that was fun.
you've been doing
I have been doodling them. Remember when the future lady threw the blanket?
yes, that's good. Yeah,
That one.
that's good.
I haven't been doing any in secret, I've just been showing you them all.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe.
lot of fun
Wink.
when people enjoy that, but it's not ready to be public yet. It's like because it's just so disconnected and there's not anything
Mhm.
of substance yet.
And
Well,
it's
I guess there
okay, you're
is,
making
but
it.
yeah. But yeah, I didn't realize how invested I was into this story. For like because some of these characters have been around for years, and they just have been like hanging around in my brain, and now they're
Mhm.
finally getting onto paper. And it's like, oh my god, this is actually so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta love what you're making.
yeah, absolutely. But it's
Seriously.
like I can probably pick out a few inspirations for like where everything's come from, but there's also stuff like where on earth did this idea come from? It's from my own brain. Yeah. Speaking of other indie projects that give you inspiration, what games, art, or music are you enjoying right now?
Right now, I've been really into Marvel Rivals, and last night I
Mm.
watched the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie, and I'm not gonna lie, huge inspiration for.
Sick.
Oh shit! I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah!
supposed. I
Oh.
was that you have to cut that out.
I can if
Cut
you
it out!
want, but
Censor
Oh no.
censor it, so
you
it sounds
keep
like we're
saying
talking
it.
about
You're making my job harder.
I'm sorry. Beep it out though. No one's supposed to know about that yet.
beep it out.
All right,
I got too
What
excited.
are we
I got
at?
too excited.
About 40 minutes in.
Yeah.
All right.
That's spoilers.
You
Oopsies.
will
Awesome. Awesome.
unremember.
I'm gonna bring in a funny sound effect to put over it.
Yeah,
Yeah, do a
it'll just
really funny one.
oh, ooh, people just have to watch the show to
Yeah,
find out what I
yeah, yeah.
was talking.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's
But yeah,
it's teasing
Tease.
them. It's teasing them.
Tease them.
he who shall not be named was heavily inspired by the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie. It's one of my
That's
favorite movies, and I've been thinking about it, so
Nice.
I watched it.
mhm.
I might do Planet Hulk with my friends. He's my favorite
That's
superhero.
awesome.
Sick.
Oh,
And
yeah.
music, been bumping the Mario Galaxy 2 soundtrack.
Nice.
I've been listening to Mario Galaxy recently. It's been so
Heat
fun.
upon
That's such a vibe. Yeah.
Great music. You said Marvel Rivals, and I remembered how hot Deadpool looks in there. I'm so sorry.
He's so awesome. Did you know that there's like canon MPreg of him?
What the fuck? What the hell?
I'm serious. I'm
What?
so serious. I'm so serious. I will.
Really? What the?
Yeah.
I feel like I should shift the conversation from there. I don't want to know more. That's
Too
crazy.
bad I'm sending it in
Oh
the
god,
chat
no.
Ah, this is the Mpreg Deadpool episode.
Can we no.
We're
Yeah,
gonna.
amazing.
Check it out.
Oh, that's actually
Wow.
insane.
I watched
What?
the first
wh-
few trailers and I'm aware that I love Deadpool as a character. He's so unique, so
Why
funny.
did they
But
do that? I'm scared.
so funny.
I don't know, man.
Jesus. I
People
mean, yeah, it's
freaky over
Deadpool.
there.
Deadpool does whatever Deadpool wants, I guess.
That's true. If they did it to anyone, they were gonna do it to
Good for
Deadpool.
him.
So
Good
like,
for him.
Good for him.
for experiencing the miracle of fatherhood.
All right, I'm gonna before we keep talking about that, I'm gonna move us on
Topic
to
switch now.
patch notes. What's something you recently improved in your process?
Animation, rough animation. I think we were overthinking it
Mm,
a little
Oh.
bit, so we're definitely simplifying things as they go on.
Yeah,
I think.
that's
I mean, it's
okay.
hard for anything else to improve because rough animation's all we're doing.
Yeah,
That's what
I
you're
mean, like,
working on
I
at the
think,
moment, so yeah.
yeah, I think you like you started doing the roughs recently, and like you've been improving really well at it. I think.
Thank you. That means a lot
Mhm.
because I get really nervous.
You're doing really good. I love it.
Thank you.
Can't wait to clean them up.
Oh,
That
I do
sounds like a
cleanup.
dig, but it's like you are the cleanup animator.
No, I am the cleanup animator. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying
true.
that's
Can't
her
wait to have
job.
to
She
fix it all because you suck so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
never. God. But yeah, like I enjoy doing cleanups of like each artist's rough animations because like it's like obviously it looks like Midmortis, but like I can tell like Emilio did this or Egg did this or
No,
Bo did
right?
this.
That's so cool.
And, like, I love seeing it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this one's by Borg. Wow, I like the way she did this," you know? Like, it's really
Yeah,
fun. I like it.
it's
Honestly,
super
great. Yeah.
cool.
Mhm, mhm.
Imagine how it feels when
Tiny.
it's your characters. It's like, whoa, hey,
They're
yeah,
moving before my very eyes.
like what
Wow,
the hell?
it's alive and real.
It's
I
real.
become 3 years old again, and cartoons are real.
That's great. Yeah.
Oh oh my god.
So you were like
It's
you
like
were overthinking it, but it was simpler than you thought. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
mhm,
a common issue of mine
Mm. Yeah, I
is
feel
that I'm
that.
overthinking it.
mhm. I I animated that reminded me because like I'm not a rough animator. Rough animators are crazy cool. I can not do how they do it. And like I remember for Will, I did a Twitch emote where he's doing like the Rick Astley dance, but
That
like
was really good.
yeah, thank you. But like, I could tell I didn't know how to move the collar around. I'm like, yeah, that is room for improvement. But I'm so proud of it anyway.
It came out really
Yeah,
well.
I like it. I'm very proud of it, anyways.
Mm.
I
It's
think
really good.
watching everyone do rough animation kind of helped me be more
Mm.
confident in making that for Will. So that's again another way Midmortis has helped me in my other works.
It's honestly sick.
Ah,
Like you pick up on that stuff and you're just hanging around cool people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All my friends are cool people that I learn from.
that's sick. Yeah.
aw.
I'm gonna ask in your creative tool belt, what are apps, gear, or tricks you swear by?
Google Drive saved my life.
Hell yeah.
we we use Toon Boom to animate. I use my personal art program for all of the concept art, backgrounds, character refs, and that is Paint Tool Sai, which is a very unpopular pick, I know, but it's been my ride or die since day one.
Hmm. If you know how to use it,
Um,
then like, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, if it ain't
Like
broke, don't fix it.
mhm. I also have like a free crappy drawing app, but like I know how I've mastered it in the last decade.
Yeah.
So that's been doing me well.
It's your shitty drawing app.
Exactly. This is
Oh,
my
for
shitty
real.
drawing app. Hmm.
I know you guys. What was it you guys were using for the animation? I'm struggling to remember the name.
Toon Boom
And
Boom
Harmony.
Boom. How's that to use and work with?
It's definitely a learning curve,
Mhm.
but that's probably because 'cause I've never touched any animation
Mm,
software, and I'm glad if I have to learn any, it's the industry standard.
hmm.
That way I won't need to learn, like, 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah, for
I
sure. Jesus.
Yeah, like, I had to pick like out some editing software and things like that. As like figuring out, like trying to find one that just like I can just use and work with was quite difficult. But like
Mhm.
once I got one that like worked with what I knew, it helped out. Because when I was in like school, they had like Adobe subscriptions for school, obviously.
Mm.
But like on my own, I'm not using that. I'm not using Adobe.
Yeah.
That is anyway. But
Mhm.
I did manage to find DaVinci Resolve, which is like super nice and easy to use,
Oh,
and
heck
that's what
yeah.
I do like all the like podcast stuff in.
Mhm, mhm.
And yeah, it's a lot of fun because the thing is, it also does like it's so easy to like do audio and stuff, and that's like got a whole it's a whole suite. It's lovely.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right, I'm going to ask you your fun fuel. I don't know. I might rename this section. I just came up with it before we did this one. I was looking
It's
for
cute.
alliteration. But last podcast we did with Dina Henderson, we started talking about like hagelslag and Dutch foods and things like that. So I wanted to ask you about any of your favorite foods or any regional foods that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, regional. Well, I
Mhm.
live in Canada. So right now, I'm actually eating Tim Hortons Timbits. And Tim Hortons is like our Dunkin'.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh.
and one of my favorite foods of all time, as well as my favorite Canadian food, is poutine. It is
Ooh.
I've
so
heard of
good. It's
poutine. What
basically
actually is it?
okay, so it's French fries with gravy and cheese curds. It's so good. I might actually get it for dinner now. You've made me hungry.
Oh,
That's why we
I
do
actually
this
want
near
to
the end of
try
the
that now.
podcast, so that we just go eat.
I actually want to try that now. That sounds really
You
nice. Oh,
always want
I'm
to
on.
try
It's
every
so
food that's
good.
mentioned.
You mentioned cheese, and I'm on my low iodine diet for radioactive treatment right now. I can't have cheese.
Truly a sad moment.
Messed up.
No cheese.
Uh, just
Crazy.
one more week and I'll be free. That you just reminded me, like, about, like, in Midmortis, I like the, like, Canadian influence you've put in it as well, like, I'm learning about Canadian stuff from it. I think it's really fun.
Why the heck not?
We love
Mhm.
Canadia.
I always get a
We
little giddy when
Yeah.
there's Canadian stuff in the shows I watch, like Turning Red. I
Nice.
was like, oh, I know
Oh.
that. I do that. Haha.
Yeah. Oh god. There's other things that I can't mention right now, but, like, I really like learning about that as well. Um Characters that haven't shown up yet, but, I'm excited for it, for people to see that, and, like, I enjoyed learning about it. It's been fun working on this.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Hooray.
That is literally the dream.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
having a good time. It's great. My dream.
Alright, this is community picks. So this is giving you the opportunity to shout out like any other indie creators or anyone else.
Ooh.
So
Well.
make them embarrassed. Tell them to go send people their way.
Hmm. I
Yeah.
would like to shout out two indie cartoons slash creators. The first one is Pound Town Hound, the creator of Sinking Road. Um, because they've just experienced a really hard loss in their life, and I think a little way that we could comfort them would be showing some support for their amazing movie that they're working on. A whole movie.
Whole
A whole
movie is
movie by
crazy.
themselves.
Yeah, by themselves, Sinking Road. It has, by the way, disabled main character.
Mhm.
Um, so hell yeah for the rep there.
Yep.
I love
And
that.
just absolutely amazing animation. It's just eye candy. And I mean it when I say it, it's eye candy. It's
Mhm.
so nice to look at. It's just a fun time. And it's a full, like, I think it's 45-minute movie animated
Whoa.
entirely by one person.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane. It's
It's
planning
so
on coming out, I
crazy.
believe, this year, and I think that that girl deserves all of the support in the world. She is the coolest person I know. She's like a real life cartoon character. She even has like a catchphrase. She's
Nice.
so fun.
Oh,
And
honk.
yeah, that's
I
so
love
cool. I
it.
wish I could carry that energy. Are you kidding me?
She's so fun. I adore her and her
And just
work,
so
and
sweet and so kind. And the second person
Mhm.
I want to shout out is my beautiful fiance, Seaborg. Now she doesn't have any of her own projects just yet, but she's planning on them, and she's also, my other half, and she has put just so much into Midmortis, and she's trying animation for the first time that she didn't even sort of see herself doing because she wants to help out on Midmortis, and I truly appreciate that. And she gets a little nervous, admittedly, about putting her projects out because she has tons. But she gets really intimidated and sort of down on herself when she sees everybody else doing their work. So I really like I hope that when she does start putting things out, she gets a lot of support and it sort of gives her the courage that she needs. But If not, then I will carry that torch myself, and I will be your next fan.
That's
Oh, bless.
absolutely lovely. I love that.
And
They'll be
we've
in the
got a
description
back.
along with your own links.
I wish all the best for Pound Town Hound. And yeah, we've got Bog's back. Bog, if you're listening, we love you.
Yeah, if you'd believe it.
Lovely.
God.
Alright, finish off. Do one last big promotion of your own project.
Please go watch Midmortis. I put my entire soul into it, and I would be really sad if you didn't. Also, I
If you didn't put your soul into it. by
no, if
watching
you
it.
didn't watch it, yeah, yeah.
I sold my soul for this. It better work.
It will be a while, unfortunately. Animation takes a long
It
time,
really
but
does,
when it's
yeah.
out, I hope to see you there.
Yay!
Yay! Lovely.
Ooh.
So thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure having you.
It's been so
It's been a
nice.
pleasure. It's been a pleasure being had.
Yay.
You have been
It's been
had.
so fun. You've been had.
It sounds like
And it's
you're
been
on a
so
prank show
fun.
now. Like you've been punked.
You've been. Oh yeah, but this was such a fun episode with you, Meg.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Thank you.
I guess we
Always.
should tell people to share, follow all of our links, which are going to be down below. The Blue
We should do
Sky.
that.
Last time I said it, I said we had a fun Blue Sky handle, but it stopped working, so I just had to go to a pretty generic one. It was from
No.
the outside. Indie does chat, which has just seemed so fun.
Yeah.
Does chat,
It sounded fun, and now
Um,
it's gone.
but now it's for Toy Podcast, I think, on Blue Sky. And obviously we're on RSS, and subscribe to the YouTube and the RSS wherever you get your podcasts. We want all of them because
Yeah.
RSS just does all of that for us, which is pretty
Every
incredible.
single last one of them. You cannot escape us.
You cannot run.
And obviously, of
Likes, shares,
course, follow.
subscribes, those all help with the algorithm because, as I said before, algorithm hates us. But I think that's it from us. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Everyone say
Goodbye,
bye.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.